Over the past few years, guys, I've not only experienced the life-changing results I talked about, but I've had the privilege of coaching thousands of people just through the challenges alone inside MLSP. It's become crystal clear, guys, that most of the problems get boiled down to a couple of things. A lot of people feel they are talking to all the wrong people. They can't seem to find entrepreneurial prospects. A lot of people think their warm market's burnt out. They're left with no option but to start bugging friends and family or awkwardly breaking the ice with strangers. Okay? A lot of people have explored, even tried marketing their business, but they get bogged down in the techie confusion and feel like they're getting nowhere. Right? I remember feeling like that guy when I was getting started online. Even though I had MLSP, I mean, there was a learning curve for me. Okay? I remember then a lot of people, they get the online thing. There are people that get it way better than I did when I got started. Okay? But they understand branding, they understand the stuff, they get set up. But they can't find the time to blog, create videos every day, or spend hours prospecting on social media. I'm curious, can anybody on here relate just a little bit, right, to any of those challenges? I mean, I know I can relate to just about all of them, okay? What I want you to understand is that there's a solution. And I can say this, I say this like as authentically as I possibly can. I've taught a lot of complicated stuff online. And I've taught a lot of things that a lot of people could get results with if they could stick it out, but it's hard to stick it out. I've never, ever, ever in my 5 years online had a solution that serves every possible person in the marketplace the way what I'm going to share with you here tonight does. And it's what I like to call Facebook story ads. Okay? Now here, we all know Facebook's a behemoth. But here's just a few statistics I want you to understand about how big they actually are. 1.71 billion monthly active users, 1.083 billion daily active users. They add 500,000 new users daily. That is 6 new profiles per second. So I don't care who's out there telling you, oh no, everybody's leaving Facebook and they're going here, they're going over here, they're going over here. For the sake of not swearing, hogwash, okay? Like, you guys got to understand that your people are still on Facebook more than anywhere else and coming in by the hundreds of thousands. But believe it or not, that's not what makes them so great for advertising. And I do want to say one thing here. I know that when I talk about advertising, a lot of people go, oh no, Justice, I can't spend money. You don't understand. I'm on a budget. Oh, I understand. Okay? The house I'm sitting in right now, I took showers in cold showers for 3 weeks when I was getting started. Okay, I literally would come in here, I'd keep my MLSP on and I'd keep my tools on, and I'd sit in here, I work in a house that was half lit because it was missing freaking light bulbs. So I get it. And one time, it was actually at Live the Dream, I was on one of the experts panels, and somebody asked me, hey, if you could do it all over again, what's one thing you would do differently? And my answer was I would have advertised sooner, particularly with Facebook. Because see, I thought advertising in general was an expense, because that's where my mind was at. That's the way I was conditioned. I thought it was an expense. I didn't understand it was an investment. I didn't understand that the goal was to put in $1 and get 2 out or 3 out or 4 out, and then put in another $2 and get 5 out or 10 out or 15 out, then put in $10 and get 20 out or 40 out or 60 out. See, now that I look back, what I realize is when I was at my most broke is when I needed to advertise the most, because that was the fastest solution I could have had to my problems. And really, I only needed to start it with $5 here and $10 there. And I'm going to show you tonight, I'm going to help you make a shift that'll make you realize, or help you realize, that the money is there, okay? I'm going to show you exactly where to get it, and I'm going to put things in perspective for you, okay? Now, here's why Facebook's really great for advertising. Not all those other reasons. It's because they're like the most advanced digital survey the world's ever known. And their value is primarily driven by what they can find out about their users. That's right, what they can find out about you. That's how their value is driven. So some of you are like, oh no, Justice, big brother, let me go delete my Facebook account. Guys, that is opportunity. Here's just a few things that they know about you. Okay, how often you're online, activities you participate in, your favorite athletes, screen names, your address, you post, your credit card details, surveys you fill out, books you've read, movies you've watched, so on and so forth. Okay, it goes on and on and on. So it's undeniable. I want you to think about this, that Facebook knows exactly who the people are that already want your product, service, or opportunity. No convincing necessary. In fact, they know who's buying stuff just like your stuff. In fact, they'll even let you get your message smack dab in the middle of your perfect prospects newsfeed for pennies. There's just one problem. No one comes to Facebook to be advertised or sold stuff. So if you're out there yelling and screaming with your system campaigns and tagging people and plastering them everywhere, and you're just posting in Facebook groups all day long trying to sell, you're forgetting something. You're not selling you're not selling to people on the same reason you bought. See, you bought to solve a problem for yourself. Okay? You bought to solve a problem, an internal problem, and we'll get into this later. This will be a little bonus that other people haven't gotten from me. Okay? But you know, and then you're going out there, you're buying for you, and then you're going out there and selling for you too. Okay? And what happens is people get on Facebook and they get tagged and they get messaged and they get ads that aren't relevant to them. Has anybody had this happen on Facebook? Anybody experienced this? Right? There's some good news. If you have, okay, here's the good news. Everyone on social media loves a great picture and an inspirational story, like what social media was made for. So do these story ads work? Pedro put 9 people in MLSP in 30 days. Okay? I mean, he rank advanced twice. He hit L3 after struggling. He actually did videos for 90 days straight one time, got no results. Think about that. My bud Adam, 147 new leads, 11 new sales. Here's the campaign that kind of tipped the scales for me and made me realize I was onto something. Okay? I did a campaign where I generated 1,395 webinar registrants for $1.18 a piece. Okay? Ended up producing about $5,200-$5,300 plus a prize, about $6,000 total. Now, believe it or not, the last 500 webinar registrants never were able to get on the webinar. So, I mean, I can't even imagine what it would have produced. But this is when I realized, this is when I had the aha moment that what I'm going to show you changes everything. Now, after thousands of hours, well over 100,000 invested, I've arrived at one go-to strategy. It's driving a great deal of my business. It allows me to get huge results in a fraction of the time it used to take. I'm making more money now in less time than ever before. And I'm going to break it down in a 5 steps using a case study example. So here's what I ask of you guys. Shut down your distractions. Get out a notepad. Okay, so put down, Facebook, or, shut the other windows down. Just turn the TV off. Pay attention. And I want you to suspend your disbelief. Now, I'm going to ask this, and people are still going to be human. I can't blame you for being human, but I want you to try not to be human tonight, okay? If is that a reasonable request? What I mean by that is there's going to be a voice that pops inside your head. And it's going to say, oh, here's why not me. Here's why I can't. Here's why not now. Does it work for this company? 9,000 people are going to ask me, does it work for this? Does it work for this? Does it work for this? The answer is yes. That is just a little voice playing tricks on you in your head. What I'm going to show you is about human psychology. What I'm going to show you is worked for long before the home business industry came into being. We're just adding a modern twist. We're putting eyeballs on it in a modern way. Okay? So can I get a commitment from everybody to suspend your disbelief, to shut that voice off inside your head so that I can show you the goods tonight and set a lot of you up to go out there and get the results you want? Let's see. No, we're going to have a little delay here, so I'm sure I'll see the commitments in just a moment. Oh, here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Cool, cool. Yes, 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 yes. All right, cool, cool, cool. So here's the case study. And believe it or not, this ad was specifically to promote MLSP, okay? This ad was specifically to promote MLSP. Now, does that mean that it's only for promoting MLSP? Absolutely not. This strategy can promote anything. Now, why do these ads work so well? Well, because they don't look like ads, right? I mean, if you look at this ad, other than the fact that it says sponsored up there, this could be the type of picture you see coming to your newsfeed where somebody's celebrating their significant other, right? It looks like an everyday picture. It looks like it belongs. Now, we don't want to belong so much that we blend in, but we want to belong so much that we don't stand out like an ad, okay? Facts tell and stories sell. In a typical ad, we only have a sentence or two to get our point across. Here, we can get someone invested in a story, and we can lead them to a place where they see solution in our product, okay? Now, when I do this, I choose one of 3 possible goals. Most of the people I teach this to start with the most basic one, and that is to get someone to comment for more information. So simple, right? No website necessary. Now, other ways are to get people to opt into a website. You could use this with system campaigns if you wanted to, or custom stuff that you build through Funnelizer. Another way, and this is a big one that I do. This is my personal favorite, a little more advanced. We're going to teach the comments one, but is to get someone to register for a webinar or for online events.